Hey everyone, I have a really exciting video to share with you today because my wife is delivering right now. And we are at Thailand's most luxurious hospital, where the rooms have a great view, a massive living room, and even a king-size bed, and also a rooftop sky lounge. And I'll also be sharing how much it costs to actually deliver our baby here. Spoiler alert, it's much cheaper than in Singapore. I'll also share how I save even more with today's sponsor, Wise. How I used the Wise card to pay for all my medical bills here, and how it has helped me lower my cost of living here in Thailand as a Singaporean. So let's go. So today we're actually at Met Park Hospital, a private hospital in Thailand that was opened only in 2020. So everything here is brand new. And I'm excited to go check out their rooms. Okay, so this is the room that my wife and I will be staying for the next 4 nights. We got a 3-night berth package here that costs 130,000 Thai baht, which is about 4,000 US dollars or 5,000 Singapore dollars. So if I were to get a similar private hospital room like this in Singapore, it would easily cost me 10, 15, or even up to 20,000 Singapore dollars. So I'm already saving more than 50% of my baby's medical bills here. And because I'm using the Wise card to make all payments here, I get to save even more. And that's because Wise uses a mid-market exchange rate, which is what you will typically see when you do a Google search. It is often the most favorable rate and is the rate that you want to use when you're overseas. Also, in my case of living here in Thailand, using the Wise card has actually helped me save even more because healthcare is a big ticket item. Right away, you can see that there's an amazing view here. It is not a criteria for any hospital, but it doesn't hurt to wake up and recover to a view like this. And this sofa is where I will be sleeping. The hospital did offer to put in another single bed over here for me to sleep at a cost of 500 baht. But I think it's not necessary because I used to be in the army and we have slept in even worse conditions. So this sofa is good enough for me right now. Let's check out the bathroom. So the bathroom also comes with all this Thai branded luxury toiletries. Smells really nice. If you look at the bathroom, it does look like it's actually from a hotel and it really does feel a bit luxurious and more like a spa or resort here to me. Other amenities includes this microwave, which is very useful because I get to reheat food. The hospital also provides complimentary drinking water, and if you notice, this is actually the brand Chang, which is a very famous beer brand here in Thailand. So the cool thing is that they actually also have room service here with Thai food options and international food options as well. And the price point is actually quite affordable. So Pad Thai, which is a famous Thai dish, is 175 Thai baht, which is about 6 Singapore dollars or 4 US dollars. Okay, so this is the executive room that my wife and I will be staying. But if you have a little bit more budget, let's go check out the VIP room. So we're heading to the VIP room right now, and I hope that by now you would have seen how easy it is for me to settle here in Thailand in terms of healthcare and in terms of food. And there's 2 additional features of the Wise travel card that has helped me settle even better here in Thailand as a Singaporean working here remotely. The first is Wise auto conversion feature. It allows me to set my desired exchange rate, so whenever it hits a good rate, it automatically converts for me. This further lowers my cost of living here in Thailand. And more importantly, I don't need to keep monitoring the exchange rate, and I can just focus on settling down here and starting my new life in this new country. The second is using Wise multi-currency account as my main bank account here in Thailand. Okay, so when I was moving here, no one actually told me how difficult it is to actually start a bank account here as a foreigner. You need all your paperwork like your visa, your house registration, and the whole process takes months with the bank. That was when I set up the Wise multi-currency account. It was very easy, everything was done online. So this is a great tool for sending and receiving money internationally with low fees, and it's often cheaper than your bank. So if you want to sign up, you can go to my link at the description box below. You can get up to 900 Singapore dollars fee-free transfer or receive a free Wise travel card. Okay everyone, so the hospital was nice enough to let me check out their VIP room, and straight away you can tell that it's much bigger. It also has the same view, this lake view in central Bangkok, so it's really pretty. But what's really cool is that there's actually a whole living space area right here. So if you're giving birth and you have a lot of friends and family, you could all come here and just chill. And it actually has 2 bathrooms, so one for the guests and one for the patient here. So here's the patient area, and if you just stretches this door and you close it up, the patient's room is now private and you have an entire area just for your guests. Now we are entering their royal suite, so let's go take a look. Everyone, check out the area that is meant for the guests if you're staying in the hospital here. I accidentally almost said hotel because it really looks so luxurious. So this is the whole living room area for your family if you're staying here, and you even have a whole dining area if you want to eat. There's coffee, microwave, full-size fridge. This place is so massive, I haven't even shown you the patient's room yet. And this is the guest bedroom in case you have guests who wants to stay overnight here with you in the hospital. After all that touring, we finally arrived at where the patient will actually be staying. So the hospital is telling me that because this place is also so big, they can convert this entire place to an ICU ward as well. And lastly, I want to show you the bathroom, which honestly is just massive. If you were able to afford one of the suites here, you actually get access to the Sky Lounge, so let's check it out. So this entire lounge is meant for your guests or your entourage or your staff to actually wait for you while you recover in your room. So back when I was working, I was fortunate enough to visit some lounge when I was traveling for work, but I'd never ever seen a lounge like this before. So I spoke to the hospital, and this room will set you back about 120,000 Thai baht a night, which is 3,500 US dollars or close to 5,000 Singapore dollars. It is definitely on the high end, but I have never seen a hotel room look so much like a suite of a 5-star hotel. So everything here you can see is brand new and is very luxurious, but that doesn't mean that there's no compromise. For me as an expat, that biggest issue is language and communication. For me, I needed a doctor who can speak English because I don't speak Thai, so that was a worry for me. But because this is a private hospital, most if not all of the doctors here do speak very good English. But the reality is the nurses, the support staff, the admin staff, they really do their best to speak some basic English, but I sometimes have to use Google Translate with them. Okay, it's time for my wife to give birth, so enough of the tour, let me get back and get ready. So they're making me wear a hairnet. For what reason, I do not know, but I'll just follow instructions here. So right now we're at the waiting room and my wife is so calm waiting while I am already freaking out. So they just took my wife to prepare for the delivery and I'm here in the waiting room, and to be honest, I'm really nervous. And if you look around this waiting room, it's actually very comfortable, very nice, very quiet, and you have all the privacy you need, and that's why I'm able to do this video and talk to you right now. Okay, I'll see you in a bit while I continue to freak out. So every part of my body is shaking right now. I just saw my baby for the first time. I never felt like this before. I wanna make sure to take this opportunity to thank my wife for going through this incredible but difficult journey for her. I think as mothers, they put in all the sacrifice, and as men, we are just at best a passenger and a third party, just observing, and we do the best we can to support. But looking and also looking at my wife like this, it reminds me of my own late mother and how she gave birth to me, and I can visualize that experience. So this is a very, I don't even know how to describe this. This is a once in a lifetime experience, and everyone's telling me what to expect and how I would feel, and especially this being our first child, you know how surreal it is, and it's all true, but I don't even know how to describe. And oh man, this is just so, this is truly a blessing. I'm gonna take some moment to calm myself down, and I'll share more with you later. So my wife is resting in the room right now, so I'm gonna get lunch now. So earlier when I was walking into this restaurant, you may have noticed that there were quite a few Japanese restaurants and convenience stores available here. That's because in Thailand, Japanese food is generally popular, and there's also a huge, sizable Japanese expat community here in Thailand. So this meal of fried Japanese chicken with Japanese curry cost me about 210 baht, which is about $6 or 8 Singapore dollars. Another cool thing I noticed about the restaurant and this hospital is that they actually do not jack up the prices, and they offer the same price as the other outlets elsewhere. My impression of food such as Starbucks in a hospital or even the regular food court in a hospital, they tend to jack up their prices because they know that you have no choice but to eat there. The other cool thing about this hospital is that all these restaurants that you see, you can actually order their food to be sent to your hospital room at no extra charge. So I just paid for my meal using the Wise card in my phone. And because Wise is supported both by Google and Apple, going out to eat here in Thailand is very convenient. I don't need to visit any money changer. I just bring my phone and I'm good to go. In my case, I'm based in Singapore. I was working for Google then, and we were lucky to have private insurance, so we were able to receive private healthcare there. So in Singapore, for example, if we set an appointment at 2 p.m, we often only see the doctor at 3 p.m. or even 3:30. And this is even if you're going to a private hospital. Because the gynae doctor that we went to was really popular and very overworked, sometimes we felt that the appointment was really rushed and it lasts between 5 to 10 minutes. And sometimes we just feel like we are just another case number to him. Now, I don't blame the healthcare workers in Singapore at all. I know that they're really doing their best. It's just that the system is making them overwork so much, and they have to be as efficient as possible. But this ends up compromising the patient experience. especially for something so personal and intimate like giving birth to your first child. Here, my appointments are always on time. Every time I come to a hospital like this, the gynae doctor is already in her room waiting for me. What's even crazier was that she even gave us her WhatsApp so that if we have any questions at night when we're at home, we can just message her directly. And lastly, the third thing that happened to me was that I was laid off. It was such a stressful last 6 to 12 months working before I was eventually laid off. And to be honest, I wasn't even in a headspace to even plan for a family back then. And that was when I came here, saw the facilities, saw that it's 1/3 cheaper than in Singapore, and I was just completely blown away and convinced since then. So overall, my wife and I really had a great experience delivering here. I found that the standard of care here is just as good as my home country. The price point can be more affordable as well, and therefore, I think that sometimes it's a good idea for us just to get out of our comfort zone and explore options outside of our own country. And speaking of doing things differently, do consider using Wise when living or traveling abroad. You can sign up with my link in the description box below. With that, take care and all the best.